Hey everyone, this is Jody Liston from listonadvocates.com, creator of the Advocacy Empowerment System and your Advocacy Empowerment Mentor. I heard from several people this week who are a bit confused about prior written notice. So I wanted to take a few minutes to try to break it down for you. When your child receives special education services, there are times when the school must give you written notice before doing anything. Prior written notice must be given to you before your child's school does any of the following things. Before they evaluate your child or decide on your child's eligibility for special education services. Before they make changes to your child's identification or classification, evaluation, or educational placement or plan, and before they make changes to how your child is given a free, appropriate public education, or FAPE, as I'm sure you're used to hearing. You can also ask the school to do any of the things that I just listed. If the school refuses, they must also give you written notice to explain their decision. So, what's in the written notice? The letter that the school sends you must tell you, 1, what the school wants to do or refuses to do, why the school wants to or refuses to do something, the choices that the school considered, and why those choices were rejected. Each test or record that the school used in making their decision, and any other items that were important in making their decision. They also must tell you how you can get a written copy of your legal rights, called the procedural safeguards, if they're not given to you, and whom to contact for help in understanding your rights. What else do you need to know? The notice that you're given must also be written in a language that the general public can understand and be written in your native language or other way of communicating unless it's not possible to do so. If you don't have a written language, the school must translate the information orally or provide it to you in your way of communicating. They must show that you understand the notice and write down that they've done these two things. So let me give you a couple of examples. Let's say your child's current placement is in a self-contained special education class, and the school feels that he or she could go to what we call a co-teach model class and spend a little extra time in a general education class and less time in the special education class. A co-teach model class is a general education class with a special education and general education teacher. In this instance, you would receive a letter, prior written notice, saying that the school wants to move your child from the special education class to a general education class with a specific amount of hours of special education help in this class. Now, the why. The letter should go on to outline the rationale for the decision. It might state that a review of your child's current classwork and recent testing indicate that your child is working at grade level and doing well, and that the school feels that your child can now go into this general education class. You'll also receive information with this letter that tells you about your legal rights and whom you can contact for help in understanding those rights. A second example. Perhaps you've recently attended a meeting with your special education committee to review some recent evaluation results. During the discussion, you may have requested a change in placement or services. Let's say you requested that, based on the information provided, that you believe your child should receive occupational therapy services to address certain needs and so that your child can obtain educational benefit. The school must put in writing any request that was made, whether or not it was or wasn't agreed to, and why it was or wasn't agreed to, and the rationale behind that. What other choices did they consider? What test or record did they use to make their decision? As in the first example, you should also receive information which tells you about your legal rights, what to do if you disagree with the decision, and whom you can contact for help in understanding your rights. I hope this video and prior written notice is helpful to you. And if you like it, please tweet it, share it on Facebook, LinkedIn, Google+, email it to a friend, visit me at listonadvocates.com, sign up to receive my free audio CD and weekly e-zine. Until next time, I hope you have an awesome week.